Okay guys, I'm going to set up my BlackBull and journal, and I'm going to show you how the journal operates and the chosen products is voted by you. Let's roll the intro. I'll tell you all about it.
Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all, but mainly the Scruffy Squad, because that's what this video is mainly aimed at. And why? Well, it's because we're going to be doing a small account building exercise. Now, the idea was we all drop a little bit of money into an account and we pick 5 products as voted by them, trade 3 strategies once a day, and then just build it for as long as there's interest. And if there's interest in the videos, I'll keep doing sort of updates for you. So drop your comments in and we'll find out if there's any interest in it. So let's jump on and we'll have a look, see what the votes are. Then I'll show you how I'm going to set it into my journal and give you a quick flash of the account as well. So first thing is the guys, we're having a little bit of a chat, and just so you can kind of see where it comes from. This is our Discord. We've made a little channel for this as well called Small Success, because the idea was to start with £200 or $200, depending on where you live, and then build it up. Because it's lovely to see great big figures, but not a lot of people have a lot of money. And one of the things that really winds me up with this industry is it's always sold on the glitz and glam of you're going to be rich really quick and all of this. It doesn't exist. It's get rich slow, not get rich quick. If you want a salary from this, you can get one. You genuinely can. But that's what it is. It's a salary. It's a wage. If you want to be mega wealthy, well, it takes time. You know, and don't for a second think that you're going to become a trader overnight. This is a very difficult job. And you've got to do your apprenticeship, and that's what this is. And I help these guys out best I can. If you come down in the video section, there's 2,800 videos now, but it's all itemized here for whatever you want. So if you're looking for strategies, it's fine. If you want mindset, it's fine. And you've got a step-by-step guide here of modules called Wear the Scruff, exactly how to trade with rules of strategy, but more importantly, how to set your mindset up and control the trades. So from here, when they've asked about this, which is in here, these are the chosen assets. Okay, so it's cable, oil, euro, dollar, DAX, and gold. And they're the votes that came in. And those votes are here. So it was democratic. So we're trying to keep it fair. Now from there, this is the account I'm going to be using, which is BlackBull. And I've laid it out in such a way I can quickly identify something very quickly. Now, the next part of what I need to do is set a journal up, because some of these would be too expensive to trade at this moment in time. And I'll show you how to identify that. So if I pull my journal up, the first notes that I've got for January are I want to grow this by 10%. So I'm only looking for make 20 quid. And I want to get a feel for the assets that are chosen. Now, this has just been updated. So it's cable, euro, dollar, gold, oil, and DAX as stated. So if I go to January, what I can do here is I've got my certain, well, actually, I might as well just put them kind of there for my rules, because I will be using them. Now, the assets that we can trade are going to be based on price. Now, I already know the DAX, it's £1 a point. So it's too expensive because I can only trade at 20p or 0.02% of a lot. Okay. Let me kind of show you how you find that out. So if you come back to this and you click up here on the view icon, you look for symbols. Now from symbols, which is here, it opens up this little box. Let me widen this up for you so you can see it. And under here, it'll tell you what the minimum contract size is. Well, if I pull it down, it'll come down. It'll tell you what your minimum and maximum volumes are for this. It's 0.01, so we can afford this. And then we can also look to see what the swaps are like as well. If they're negative, you pay a swap. If they're positive, you will get paid for holding it overnight. So if you're long and that was positive, you get paid, but in this case, you're going to get charged, okay, at this moment in time. So you check that every day to see if you want to hold it overnight or not. So we know we can afford cable, so that's good. What about euro dollar? What's it like for minimum volumes? Well, I can afford that as well, okay. Well, the next one is the indices, so we need to find One's 30 indices, German cash, that is that. Pull that down. The minimum is 0.1, so we can't afford the DAX. And then we want to be in energies. So let's have a look at the oil. Can I trade oil? Minimum volume is 1, so I can't do oil just yet either. And then that leaves me just with gold. So let's have a look, see what we like with gold. And I can trade gold. Okay, so I can trade pound, USD, and gold. They're the ones that I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that over there, rearrange them, and then tile it vertically. And there we are. So the first three, these are what I'm trading. I can't trade these at the moment because they're too expensive. So I'm just looking at these three here. I've already pre-marked these up. Now these marks are in for the week. Don't need to touch them anymore. The only thing I'll be adding into these is entry exits, which will be blue lines. And as you can see, if you come out to the daily, it looks horrific. But if I go to a trading chart, which is 15 minute, they're very nice. Perfect levels to trade from. Okay. So let's have a little look to fill up the journal. So I'll come back to the journal so we can trade that one, and gold. So I've got my defined products and it's ready to rock and roll. Now the way this operates is incredibly simple. You put in your starting balance, which is here, £200. It pre-populates through. Just put a couple of notes in as we going. And then here, what's self-explanatory, it's the date. You put the balance of what that is. So that will be like, say, 200 quid. How much you're willing to invest in a trade. Now, 5%, 1%, 2%, doesn't really matter. On small accounts like this, if you put a sort of like a 2% investment in, it's 4 quid. All right. You haven't really got a lot way to go, but your bid size is pretty small. So if you are trading at 20p, because this works in money relations here. So you work it out as like 20 pence, which then works out what your lot size is, and your lot size is up here. Put your P&L in, whether you win or not, but it's telling you you would have to have your stop inside 20 pips. So if your stop happens to be at 40 pips, that's where it has to be. Well, you've got a choice. You either increase this investment or you reduce this down. Either way. The perfect way to do it is when I'm on a small account, sub 1,000, it's 5% to allow it to breathe. And I keep that small. and then I'll build it up. So it's a maximum of 100, but if I put in the full position, 50, right? So as long as my stop is inside 50, that's good to go. And then if you win, and I'll say you just win a couple of quid, it'll tell you you've won, tell you what the change of balance is, so it's like 1%. Work out RRs, tell you how many points you've won or how many pips. But it'll also have a look at your investment target. Now the investment target is a percentage against what you risk. That's your ROI. So if you were in business, you'll understand that. You buy something for X amount, you want a return of X amount. So it'll be that. And then you just put in what your market is, what type of trade you took, whether you were long or short, what kind of mood you're in, and then just some notes along here. It's very, very simple. Now I've already done an earlier video about this where I put the targets in. I'm only looking for 10% growth this month because we're on the 7th of January. We part way in, it's an odd month, and I just want to get a feel for it. So that's how that's set up. And that's it. We're ready to rock and roll. So everything is set up, guys. I've put a data file in the Discord for you so you can have my settings. You can just copy them straight across. It's dead easy. And this journal's in there as well. And we'll just build it and see how we get on. So as always, guys, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.